Hi, my name is Jenny. I'm a visual artist. I've been exhibiting for 24 years in both bricks and mortar galleries as well as online. I've had my own online shows, and maybe, just maybe, you want to sit and listen to what I have to say rather than spend days and months scrambling around on Google trying to figure out how to promote and market your work online. So I'm sitting here making this video only to help artists because I know it's tough and times are tough and everyone needs support. Well, that said, I'm going to talk about art marketplaces versus having your own website. So, firstly, what are art marketplaces? Art marketplaces are websites that host multiple artists. It may be any kind of art, so it could be painting, sculpture, design, illustration, whatever. And I'm sure all of you have come across these websites via Google. There's Saatchi Art, there's Fine Art America, there's Art Finder, there's Society 6, there's Redbubble, and there are a whole lot of more of these sites. Now, I'm going to talk about the pros and cons of these sites. The pros are that you get exposure to millions of potential buyers simply because the amount of people that visit these sites is huge. These sites have a lot of budget to make promotional videos, ads, and even organize shows, online shows, auctions, etc. So a lot of people will see your work. Some of these sites even have curators. So these curators will put together similar works and present them to their collectors. And so it's not like you put your work there and nothing happens and nobody sees it because there are millions of artists there and because it's free. No, no, that's not how it works. But you have to check this before you sign on because each website is different, each platform is different. Then you have no expenses. I mean, signing up is free. You don't have to pay for the ads. You don't have to worry about the promotions. They'll do it for you. So those are the pros. The cons are that if you sell a work, you don't get the customer data. You don't know who bought it. You have no email address, and you can't sell to them again. You can't invite them to your future shows, and so on. Another huge con is that if you direct your buyers to these websites, say that, oh, I have my work on this website, and if you want to buy a print, please visit. What may happen is that the buyer ends up going there and looking at some other artist and buying their work. So that's the thing. And if you're completely new to this, then you also have to sit and learn the SEO. And the SEO is the search engine optimization. So it's like this, it's a huge website. And if you are not tagging your artworks correctly, nobody will find you. It's like somebody searches on Google for, say, abstract art. And if your work does not have hashtag abstract art on it, they won't find you. So your work will not get seen. Also, you need to be visible on top of the page, or at least be on their first page, on the platform's first page, because that's otherwise it's like being on the fourth page of Google. Nobody goes there. So you have to learn it, and it's different for each platform. So when you choose the platform, you have to sit and spend your time learning all that, right? Now I'm going to talk about art marketplaces versus having your own website. So an art marketplace is like a rented apartment, and having your own website is like your own house. Okay, so on the art marketplace, if the website changes its policies, or if they change certain features or functions, that will affect who looks at your work, who buys it, and how. And if the company gets into a controversy or some legal issues, then you may have to leave if it doesn't match with your values. Versus your own website, it's entirely your own, all your work on it is yours, and no hassle. People can come, go, buy, whatever. The exposure you'll get on an art marketplace certainly beats what you can get for your own website, because they have the money to spend hugely on ads. And Facebook and Instagram ads, which are generally the two kinds of ads, or even Google ads, which people spend on, they cost a lot of money. They look cheap in the sense that they look affordable by an individual artist, but by the time you get your targeting right, you have spent so much money in it that by the time you make an actual sale, you will have lost a lot of money. So I would suggest you don't try that if you're new and you have your own website. um, there are platforms that will even help you make your own website, like Wix and Shopify, etc., etc. But then again, you need to have a huge audience, because you'll end up spending for your domain name, for your hosting, for ads and promotion. And if you don't have an audience, or you have nobody to visit it, then your money will have gone down the drain. So just a red flag. For an art market website, you have to do less work. You don't have to learn the ads, you don't have to learn the promotion. All you have to learn is the SEO. So that means upload regularly. It's not like you upload 50 at a time and then leave it and then say, oh, nothing sold. No, no, you have to be on it regularly. You decide the pace. If once a week doesn't work for you, once a month, once in 3 weeks, whatever works for you. You decide the pace. You upload new works every time, not all in one shot. And do the SEO right, versus your own website where you can upload everything in one shot. But then again, you have to constantly do promotions, constantly grow your audience, because the same people are not, art is an expensive thing. The same people are not going to come back and buy every time you have an online show. So you'll need more people visiting. So you need to, make sure that your audience grows. Okay. So for an art marketplace, they often print and ship work for you. That they make it really easy. That means that you upload your images and they print them, they ship them. Some of them are tied up with courier services, so they will send the courier to your doorstep. They'll tell you how to package it, and then it will just be picked up and shipped for you, which is really great. But you don't get to see the print, you don't get to sign it, you don't know what the quality of the print is. Although they'll have a standard video showing you how they make their prints, and it all looks good on that video, but still anything could go wrong. Also, they have multiple media. So they have paper, archival paper, they have canvas, archival canvas, they have metal sheets, they have wood. A lot of them have them. Some of them have fewer media. And for your own website though, you will have to print it yourself. So you go to a printer, get it printed, check the print quality, sign it, ship it, which is very time consuming, but you get to keep all the profits, versus the art marketplace website where you have to give them a predetermined percentage. Now, one thing to watch out for on the art marketplace is that you get to retain the copyright of your work. Most of these marketplaces, in the terms and conditions, will tell you that the copyright remains yours, and this is very important. So make sure you read that before you sign up. Whereas for your own website, you can easily put in one standard statement saying copyright Jenny Butt year 2020 or whatever, and it is stated that all the work on that website, including the text, images, etc., even videos like this one, is copyrighted to you. Although this doesn't stop anybody from stealing. It doesn't stop anybody from, I've had experiences where people have copied images or made, carpets and things out of my artwork without me knowing it. Now that is something that you can take up legally, but I just want to, you to know that you cannot stop that if your work is on the internet, unless you want to put a watermark, which many of these art marketplace websites give you the option of putting a watermark across your image, so that it's not, nobody can take a screenshot and things like that. If it's your own website, you can technically make sure that a screenshot is not possible. So after telling you all this, my recommendation would be that if you're starting out, you start with an art market website, learn the ropes, get the exposure at minimal expense. Expense in terms of time, not money. Time is also of value. So you learn that and then host your own website so that once you have exposure, once you have built an audience for your work online, then it's easy to tell people that, hey, I have my own website, so please visit. Or you can do it simultaneously, where you're handling both, which is very time consuming and there's a lot to learn on the technical side. But you could, I mean, I'm doing it myself, so you could if you want to. That's an option. So I hope that helped you, and I hope you are able to make the right decision about this. You're welcome to ask me anything you like in the comments below, and please like and share this video so that we can help our community, we can help more artists to develop a good presence online. And I'll be making more videos like this. So if you hit the subscribe button here, you'll get a notification every time I upload a new video. And if you hit the bell icon, you'll get an email, every time a video is uploaded. So I hope you got value from this work, and I'll see you again in the next video.